Okay, so now we'll take a look at the other type of recording. Now, previously we looked at detect mode and how we can use that in combination with the threshold. Start the recording. Once the threshold is exceeded, the recording starts, and then we can build up our samples or recordings, and that was great for some live drum sounds, and looked at ways that we can edit those sounds. So now let's take a look at the sync mode for recording sounds. So I've got these drums here. Just some Abbey Road drums. And let's say we want to record these in, and we want to record exactly like one bar. This is when we could use the other mode. So I'm going to keep this group A, is where all my pads are, my drums and my patterns and stuff. So I'm going to go to group B, a separate group, and do a recording in group B. So go to the sampling page in group B, and we need to change the source here because we're not sampling from the microphone this time or any external source. We're sampling internally, so the source can set to internal. And now it's monitoring the internal machine, and it's quite loud, so let's go to our group level and just turn that down a bit. The level's quite hot anyway there, so we've got a bit of a healthier signal. It's not going into the red. So source internal input. Well, we could set the input to the drum group. If we had other sounds going on here and we didn't want to sample the other sounds, we just wanted to sample the sounds coming from one group, we can change the input. So I could go for master. I don't have any other sounds on here, but let's say for argument's sake, group C, I had some different stuff going on there. And go back to my group B. Of course, I would just want to go for group A if that's what I wanted to sample, ignoring group C. So we can select what input, master or group level. Set this Abbey Road kit. And then the mode, let's change this to sync now. And then we can select our number of bars. So say, I could say 1 bar. I want to set 1 bar. And so what we'll do now with the sync mode activated, it will wait until the end of a bar in order before it starts recording. So it doesn't matter when. I don't need to time it to start at the exact beginning of a bar. It just knows to begin the recording in time. So, and there we have it, an exact bar. And that's great. And let's go again. Look at the other options, because you also have 3. So this will just record and record and record. So it's great for if you wanted to do a really, really long recording. And it waits to, so it still does it like synced. It still does it like at the start of a bar and at the end of a bar. But it's more ideal for just, you know, if you wanted to do 12 bars or something like that, then you would just use the 3 option and time it. If you wanted to record 11 bars, or if you wanted to record even longer, you know, 32 bars or something. So, and then it works in the same way. We can scroll through our different recordings using the previous and next. Then we can go into edit and we can start editing stuff. So we could reverse this whole loop. You know, we could do any of the other stuff, fade in, fade out, fixed DC, silence little sections of it, cut all the other functions that we've already gone through. And then we can go to the slice. So again, we could just select one of these. So let's go back to our edit and just go. I just wanted to sample that snare, one of those snares. We'll go to my play range and just highlight the snare. And go to my truncate, apply that, then go to my slice, and then apply this slice to a separate pad. and go to the sound slot 2. And then I've sampled that snare from the loop, and I could go back into this recording, go back into the record and edit another section out, and it works in the same way.